Why are you here on this planet? Take a breath. Let that sink in. Why are you here? That's the big soul stirring question we'll be exploring in this live session with growth and leadership coach, Amy Kay. Amy has a gift for helping people break through barriers and uncover the strengths that make them who they truly are. In this gathering, she'll guide you through the very first steps of clarifying your purpose so you can begin to embrace, understand, and fully claim your unique place in this world. And here's the magical part. Amy will also be offering on-the-spot coaching during this session, so you may even get the chance to work with her one-on-one today. We're so glad you're here. Let's get going. Hi, Amy.
Hi, thanks for having me. I was really looking forward to this.
I have been too, because I think no matter where you are on the journey, whether you are really feeling like you're at a crossroads and you don't know where you are, or you think you have an idea, always revisiting this question is key. And so I'm going to actually spotlight you so you can tell people a little bit about who you are
Sure.
and how you started practicing and coaching.
Long story short, because I want to get into you guys, not me. It's not about me. I spent my first 17 years doing startups and Air Force reserves and high tech at that time, and that all turned in later into the internet and then into everything else. And so I have a original computer science background and very logical and analytical, but I always had this other side too. If I had a spreadsheet side, I also had a soul side. And often people would say, those don't go together. I'm like, they do go together. And so back in 2002, I quit my startup world. I got burnt out both by the tech bubble and then 9/11. And I decided that I was going to follow my higher purpose, the one that had been nudging at me and was manifesting in some ways in my business world. But my purpose is to help everybody reach their full potential. So, certainly in an organization, you can do that directly, but I really wanted to go do it all the time. And my now husband, but boyfriend at the time, said, you can do a side thing on coaching, whatever that is, if that's what you want, and you should then do your real job. No, I have to go become a coach, and I don't even know what it is, but I just got to do it. So I did coach training. I did a master's in counseling psychology because I knew about computers and business, but not about the human brain and psychology. And so now, all these years later, 23 years, I can't even believe it. I'm still doing it. So I work a lot one on one. I do workshops and coaching groups, and I have a podcast, and I'm sure Robin will send that out later and with any follow up. But I love my work. I love my calling. I'm still not bored after 23 years. And primarily because, like today, I look at all of your faces and it's, oh, who are these humans? What do they need? What can I offer and give? And Robin and I, right before we all came on, we did a little invocation of let us be at our highest impact, service, and growth. So that's what I'm up for today, trusting that we're all here for a reason in this room together. Yeah. Did I miss anything, Robin? What
No,
else should
I
I share?
that no, and I think I love your background is so unique in the sense that you really are.
Those two sides.
It
Yeah.
is, right? And I know I'm gonna add Karen for a sec because I know
Hmm.
y'all met. That's so different, honestly. And so one of the things I wanted to bring up that is purpose and why now it's always been important, but why even more so in the world we're living in today.
I think I really truly believe that each one of us has a piece of the puzzle. Each one of you has something vital, unique. It's important that you bring it to the table, if you will, whether it's in your community, your family, your relationships, your workplace, to the country, that we need people now more than ever to be themselves, their one unique individual self with all the messiness I'm so tired of flattened labels, one-dimensional portrayals of whether it be you're in your corporate or you're this or you're on this side of the aisle or that side of the aisle, as opposed to there's all these really cool humans. And if you all can be more on purpose, I believe that's how we get to wherever we're going to go. We need you to be gloriously you. No holding back, no second guessing, no editing, just bring it. So I think that's why the purpose thing is always part of my client compass. Purpose, values, strengths is the basics as a coach. But the purpose piece, wanting everyone to really listen into themselves right now so that you can be on purpose. And it doesn't have to be super lofty and noble, and it can be in the smallest ways. But to trust, it's like trusting your truth, trust your purpose. No apologies.
Yeah, and I think right now we're also bombarded with so much more than ever in terms of the
Mhm.
convenience of distraction and noise. And so I think getting this conversation is so important because we want to get to the core of why each of us is here. And so how do we start to do that, Amy?
All right. So the first thing, if you haven't already, mute, not just yourself, mute your channels, your text messages, or close some windows or tabs. Make sure that you are here. Unless you have dire multitasking that has to happen, I want you fully present. Make sure that you've got something to take notes. And of course, if anyone has to step away to answer a doorbell or refill their caffeine or whatever it is, do what you need to do. And then also with that said, I want to say, so this is my podcast is called The Growth Moment, and the workshops that I do are always called Growth Moment workshops. So the growth moment way is that it's not a lecture. I'm not here to tell you who to be and what to do or give you some cookie cutter approach. The coaching approach is to show up with a general, I want to help everybody with their purpose today, but we don't know where it's going to go. So at any time, if you're wanting something or you feel like, this isn't what I thought was going to happen, raise your hand or unmute. Robin and Karyn will help me. Sometimes I'm so busy connecting that I don't see someone's hand go up. We're an intimate group, so we can hopefully everyone can participate and engage as you wish. So that's important. And that if, let's say, Lisa and I are going one-on-one there for a moment, everybody else doesn't have to worry about Lisa. Oh, what is she saying? How would I solve that challenge? Or what do I think is important about her purpose? You're here for you. This is a selfish, in the best way, place. So you're here listening for your aha, your insight, your reason of why did you show up today? So be very self-involved. And then the magic happens though, because the two Lisas, one of the Lisas might say blah, 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 blah. And somebody else goes, oh my gosh, that was the piece I needed to hear. Holy smokes. So I always trust the process, the energy in the group, and play off of you guys. So the more you share in the chat as well of little insights, or might remind somebody of a quote, oh, and here's a link, or but we're not here to coach each other. I'm the coach, and you guys all get to just do you. So that's how you can get the most out of this today. And then Robin, for sure, will send some post email, right, where I can give you some other resources and things that I think might be helpful.
Yes.
All right. So take a moment and close your eyes. Lean back if you can, if you wish. And just breathe. You have no other job than to breathe. Let your shoulders drop. Let your spine soften. Open up your heart, open up your mind, open up your senses. There's no doing right now. There is just being. So let the question roll in. Why are you here on the planet? And so much space for that question. No inner critics allowed or saboteurs commenting and elbowing in. You can just gently shoo them out. And no need to have a specific answer or a big answer. Just allow yourself to be with the question, why are you here on the planet? What is your purpose? Notice what bubbles up or what you've always known or already knew. And no judging. It might be a small piece of your bigger purpose. It might be something that's just relevant at this age and stage. Respect what you know in the moment. Look for where you feel that click or sense of, oh, this, yeah. Even if it doesn't seem to be manifested at this moment or you don't seem particularly aligned, that's okay. Just why are you here? Take your time to let that roll around in your heart and head, keeping the channel open for the rest of this session. And another deep breath. And stretch when you're ready. And go ahead, jot down, write down, type anything that you're like, oh, I just want to make a note of those pieces. And they might not be words, it might be an image or a symbol or a person that came to mind. Again, trust whatever came in. And feel free as we go through today to share things in the chat. I think, again, it inspires and it opens up for other people when we witness each other, collaborate, process together in each other's company. But anybody, and Robin and Karyn, I hope you're fully doing it too. So I would love to just start to hear, what did you experience with the closed eye? What came in? And you don't have to have anything. You don't have to read a clear statement. Just want to start to play off of what's in the room. Lisa Solomon.
What immediately came is what I have felt like my purpose has been for a long time, very similar to yours, is to help others find their way in this world, whatever that might be. But then immediately it was followed by, and also for me to serve my soul, to experience and enjoy life, this life in this physical body, that it's twofold, to give and to receive an experience.
So what does it mean to you, this reciprocity or more a give and receive cycle? Why is that coming up now? Have you always known that both are important?
The latter, I think, was starting to come out when I became an empty nester because so much of my life was taking care
Yeah.
of others. So I'm just trying to honor that and realize it's not just about giving, it's also to others, it's also about giving to myself and honoring myself.
Lisa, what might be possible if you embrace your whole purpose? That bigger, again, I'm just really struck by the cycle or the reciprocity. What
Oh,
is possible if you embrace the whole?
I think they enhance each other,
How
that everything will be better because Like when I am more filled up, I have more to give and I have a lot more joy of a different kind. I get joy from supporting others, but I'm finding more and more joy in also doing things for me.
Mm. I just had an image of flowers, I don't know why, of they take in the nutrients and the rain and the sun and all the stuff, and then out bursts this
Mm.
incredible gift. If they didn't take,
Yeah.
there would be no blooming.
Yeah.
So that feels exciting to me.
Yeah, and that's
What can
tricky because
happen with the empty nest? Yeah, go ahead. You go.
I'm starting to get emotional, but
Oh,
because
good.
it was giving so much that I was feeling like I was empty in myself. And I do need to take in, I think that flower image is beautiful. And it's something that I can think about too.
And always with coaching, I never know until it starts to happen.
Mm.
Are there actions? Are there steps that are coming in where you're like, so then I want to, it might be putting flowers in your home every day to remind, or planting, or
Yeah.
other ways of you receiving. What might that look like?
Oh, gosh, my mind went blank when you asked. I don't know what that means, that it went blank. Maybe it's because I'm not used to receiving, but I do believe there needs to be an exchange. And if I enjoy giving to others and I need to let others experience that joy of giving
That
to me.
joy. So one, just that perspective that taking, receiving is also still part of the joy equation. That's pretty cool. So that helps open up for receiving. Always, when I'm coaching, if I think there might be homework or soul work, I'll bring it up, but you get to say, yes, I want to do that, or no, I don't want to do that, or here's a counter offer.
So what are you getting?
So, Lisa, I'm wondering if there could be a receiving project for October that just, you don't have to go run around. All right, who can give to me? But to be open, alert, looking around for the opportunities to receive,
Hmm.
almost intuitively sensing who wants to give, who needs to give because it would help them. Or
Yeah.
I don't know, or some counteroffer me. Is there interest in a receiving project?
Yeah, I think that sounds wonderful. And that's something I've been doing a little bit, but to focus more on
But to
that.
almost claim it, saying, no, this is a thing.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
going on. October is the receiving, balancing out the scales of so much giving and completing the circle is what keeps I keep seeing in my
Yeah.
head.
I like that. And it feels like the time is so right for me
Mm.
to let that in.
And so feel how that is growth, growing into your full purpose.
Yeah.
And who knows what blooming then
Yeah.
can happen.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful. Thank you. You're so easy to coach.
Oh, thank you.
Very natural and flowy. And then Robin and Karen, I know will send out my email. I would love to hear from you of here's what I did, this is what I learned, this is where I got stuck and it all got shut down. I am so open to all of you. I do that all the time. You needn't be a client. You're part of my circle now. That's done. All of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
I love that so much. And Lisa will help you too. So if you need any support,
Exactly. I mean,
that's what
in
the
Seeking
community
Center,
is
bring
for.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Right.
Robin, it makes me wonder what content on Seeking Center this month has already been ready for Lisa to see and to read and to experience I'd
That's
love to
true.
think that the universe, the angels, God, whatever it is that works for you are working on your behalf, that we're already setting up your receiving month. They had it. Oh, yes, we're ready. We have all these things for you.
Yes, I believe that is definitely going to be unveiled for you.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, and this community is wonderful. I find it so supportive and so open and nurturing.
Take
I
that
don't,
quote. That needs to go somewhere on the website.
yeah, quote of the day. I love quote of the day. I was literally thinking, Lisa, as you were talking, and I put it in the chat because I think you just nailed it about how often we think when somebody asks us, what is our purpose? We tend to immediately go to, how do I serve? What am I here to do? And it usually has something to do with others versus what is it? What is in it for me? What is my purpose for my own self, my own soul? We get there eventually, I think, but I think we immediately almost
But
always.
sometimes people don't get there
Yeah.
and are drained
Mhm.
and are left in a puddle.
Yeah. Or they have like literally no idea how to answer the question because they think it has to be something big and grand, like you said before,
It
Amy.
makes me think of a favorite client I have, and she said, I feel so much pressure by that question because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have anything. And it was that mistake thinking it needs to be something noble and so high up. And what we came up with is that her purpose is just to love and be loved.
Mhm.
That's it.
Mhm.
And just walk around loving and letting the love in. And I saw her whole body
Okay.
just melt of, you mean that's it? I could just do that for the rest of my life wherever I show up? Yes, that's it.
It's the ripple effect, right? Like I was telling Robin this morning, I went to the post office to drop something off, and I was so lit up by this man who took my letter from me and just the way he interacted with me and everybody else in line. Like he knew everybody, he let everybody feel seen. And that to me is such a gift
Yeah,
of
what a
seeing
blessing
somebody
to
being
encounter that.
yeah, and to me, that is such a role, right? To amplify this light, to make people feel happy. And so they leave the post office feeling that somebody has seen them and they know who they are. That is a huge purpose that maybe some of us wouldn't
And
think.
can show up in any, yeah.
Yeah.
And so our achievement culture, our influencer culture are like, oh, I've got to be enough. It's got to be big and bold and impressive and Instagram worthy. And no. So, Karyn, will you jump in? Because I think this is really an important piece of feeling the pressure. I don't know.
Yeah, when I closed my eyes, I was like, I'm on this call because I don't know.
I got nothing.
But I will say that a couple things that popped
Yeah.
up for me where I feel guilty because I am a parent, but I don't feel like that was my purpose. If that, but I feel like so many of us as especially we're all women on here, but as moms, it's I created these people, so this has to be my
This has
biggest
to be my sole purpose.
right. So I'm just saying that as like a side note. That isn't what came in for me. Like my purpose was to, I do think it's my job, responsibility to teach and raise and love them. But the only thing that I could come up with, and it's very simple, is I think I really make other people feel comfortable, like in a lot of different situations. I'm very adaptable and I can really talk to anyone and I want people to feel good when they're around me. Now there's a little bit of maybe people pleasing in that,
Sure.
but
We're all on the spectrum. But people,
acknowledging how they feel. I guess I don't think I make people be something that they're not around me.
why
I'm
is
willing.
that a gift, Karyn? To be able to acknowledge and, if I'm hearing you right, accept people for who they are, to meet them as they are, to not
Then
try to change them.
they feel welcome. I probably have tried to change my kids. There are people out in the world. Like, but I'm working on that with my
Right,
son.
that's where you can use your
Yeah.
purpose and to go, wait, how can I use it in my parenting?
Yes. I like to, because I want to be accepted, because I'm still learning who I am. So I don't want to have to
So
be something.
accepted, acknowledged,
Yes.
welcome.
Welcome. I want people to feel calm in my presence. But I don't know if that's a purpose. I just know
So
that's
let's just
something
go
that
with it.
I
We're
do.
just going to assume for now that we
Okay.
can trust what came up, because I do.
Okay.
And so,
Mhm.
yes, this is, and it might be that there's more pieces that paint out the full picture, but this is good stuff, Karyn, right there. When you make people feel welcome and comfortable and they can be themselves What happens then usually? So they feel
But
calm. What else
the
might?
conversations get better. They're relaxed. I work with teenagers
Mm.
and I don't like them to feel less than, no matter. So I like people, just like all of us as adults, we want to know that we're enough.
All right, so I really feel that maybe part of your purpose with the welcome and the comfortable, I don't know, is almost a environment setup to help people realize they are enough.
Yeah.
So just notice where that hits, where it resonates, where
Okay.
it doesn't.
How wonderful if I can create that space for someone.
Where do you,
The spaces I like.
yeah, yeah,
That
that you're not striving, that you're not trying to prove, that you're not feeling outside the circle. It's like, you are here, I see you, I
yes.
acknowledge you, you are enough
Yeah.
as you are. Bridget Jones, all the way.
Yeah. It's interesting. I help teenagers write some of their college essays, and I would say if you get a little, you have to push them to be vulnerable.
And
A lot
authentic.
of them and authentic, and a lot of them say, some people say I'm too much. And
Starting in preschool when they told me I was too much and I had to learn to
Mhm.
use my inside voice and that to shut my mouth.
Yeah.
That's how young it started going, oh, I'm not good. I'm not enough. I'm not just enough. I'm too much and I don't fit.
Yeah. And Lisa put in the chat, and I was just looking at it because I have it in the panel. I think people feel safe telling me details because I'm also not a gossip. It's not. And I've experienced some hard things. So I think if you're willing to say, yeah, hard things happen and people are more open.
So make sure you've jotted this down. So in case you
Okay.
don't already have it, it's about making people comfortable,
Okay.
to feel good, using your adaptability to be able to see people, to acknowledge them, to welcome them, that they feel accepted and they realize they are enough, just as they are. My dear, you know a lot about your purpose. So here's a challenge, same thing. You don't have to take anything, but I'm curious where you need to do that for yourself, maybe more often. I don't know if that's a piece.
For
And
sure.
also, how can you do that as a parent? To you, your purpose isn't to be a mom. If this is your purpose, how can you infuse your parenting to walk your talk?
Yes. I agree.
So I'm going to put be on purpose
Okay.
for you and your family. That's where there's maybe your growing edge, if you will.
I would agree.
Cool. Thank
Cool.
you. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Oh my
So
goodness.
all of you notice what's resonating, what's coming up, what you're starting to realize of why you were here today, why you showed up and got called in. Just notice that.
Yeah. I appreciate everyone being so vulnerable. And again, as you are moving through and with Amy's suggestions for this month, let's hold each other accountable and help each other because the more you can focus on that, the more I think whatever else you're looking for will come to you.
And I think with purpose, I know for myself, it helps align my doing and being. If I'm feeling off, if it's feeling messy or really sticky or stuck, if I go, wait, what's my purpose again? What am I doing? Can I bring it in here? It brings a certain amount of peace to to me and relief personally. And it helps me certainly align, but it's a great if you apply the purpose filter. Sometimes it brings clarity for decisions of, oh, I can drop that or this part of that, because that's not really what I'm here for. I can say no to things more easily when I apply the purpose. So I think those are some of the benefits that we forget. And I do feel more fulfilled or satisfied or just good in my body when I'm like, oh, and it brings out my better self. Because Karyn, your beautiful example at the post office, I shudder to think all the times when I'm not myself or not on purpose and where I've been a bitch somewhere or flipped somebody off who cut me off or those things, or with my beautiful 20-year-old boy, definitely so many times where I wasn't purpose. I'm like, just forgive me forever for not bringing my best self. But I think the purpose is it is a compass and you've got it in your pocket. Pull it out.
Yeah. And it can be so simple.
So simple.
Like it's those simple little joyful moments, those little nuggets in your day that can point you in that direction.
And it's less pressure because it's not about achieving, it's just letting your being flow. Lisa T or Gail, either one want to jump in? Lisa, come on in. There you are.
Amy, hello. Thank you for
Hi, you're
being
welcome.
here. When Lisa Solomon was speaking, I felt resonance with what you were saying, Lisa, and the word that came up for me was caretaking. It's something I've done a lot in my life, in my family, raising my younger brother and sister because our mom was off the rails in so many ways and just had to do that or things would not get done. And then becoming a healer. I know my purpose is to be a healer. I love helping people through therapy and my podcast. And I've been asking, like, I want more, universe. And I'm not sure what that more is. And thoughts have come up, for instance, like I could start going back to Toastmasters on Tuesday night. And that felt no, because I can easily do more and that performance thing that
Right,
I've
like
been really,
hey, I'm going to show up bigger and I'm going to work harder.
right, yes. And that felt, okay, no, it's not that. And when Lisa Solomon was speaking and the whole thing about receiving, the other word that came up in kind of the meditation time in the beginning was like being caretaken, being cared for, and how I can lean more, allow more of that. And I don't think it's necessarily through achieving more, though I would love to do with other practitioners, like a retreat somewhere in Costa Rica or with a couple other women. I would love something like that, but not just me, like in a community where we come together to help through our purpose, touch people's lives. That's very exciting to me, but not to just do it on my own. So I guess being more like I want to be more open to the receiving and being caretaken as well more than my life set me up to be that caretaker. And even now, with my parents being older, the last session I was on, I got emotional about my dad being 86 and he's doing well. And then this morning, it seems like whenever I come on a Seeking Center call, my sister called me about our mother. Universe help her want to go into an independent living place because she's not doing so well on her own. So those kind of things, it's like here it is again, having to take care of my mom in some way, but feeling less more like like I know the universe is here to help. I didn't know that when I was like 13, 14, raising my siblings, but I know there's like big powers that be to help. So I'm not so shaken by that, but I feel like this all kind of tied together, Amy, with what
Definitely. I'm curious, Lisa, as a healer, not just the practice of it, but the underneath it, what kind of healing? What's the almost the energy or the essence of the Lisa healing that you do in this world?
it's like emotional, very loving, nurturing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, like really learning to be aligned in thought, in our thoughts, beliefs, and actions, and really living authentically as much as we can, depending on what people were around and environments, but knowing our authentic self and just really knowing ourselves.
Look
and
at, I'm
loving.
just so struck by the tribe that gets pulled into Seeking Center, you know, that it is the tribe. Lisa, so that, what allows you to best channel that emotional, spiritual healing? Really access that flow and energy.
Do you mean for myself?
For when you do it with others and absolutely with yourself, what, and I don't even know if it's the right question, but how do you fully access the big energies?
Sure. Definitely through meditation and going to places that I really love and feel that presence. I've been going to the Channel Islands here off the coast of California, and it feels like these vortices of energy and just so beautiful being like 30 miles out in the Pacific Ocean on an island where your cell phone doesn't work. I find that to be I feel really full coming back from that, or say going to Lake Shrine to meditate here in LA or in New Orleans when I live there, Audubon Park, just the practices I have. Exercise, I feel like it really grounds and connects me. So I think these self-care practices that I have help me be able to be available to sit with others and then help them find their inner connection.
So what's coming in if the open to receiving and care taken of you is that with the meditation and especially exercise is not the let me do this chore to be better, but all of it to say, please take care of me.
Yes.
Accessing the big energies of all of those self-care practices so that it truly is, it's just flowing into you. So that's one piece. And then the other thing that's coming up is, yes, on the retreats or the places and the spaces that let your moreness that you want be so aligned with where it all flows for you and to ask for what you want. So how would you ask the big energies right now? What's the request you're putting in?
To show me those paths towards and for to be connected with everything that I want to experience.
So show me the paths. Go ahead and see if we can frame it out. Show me the paths to
doing retreats with other practitioners I love working with.
So collaborative retreats in energy rich spaces or
exactly what, yes.
So yes, no counteroffer. I request that you later write it out.
Okay.
Put it up on your bathroom mirror. Say it X number of times a day. Go ahead and invoke and call in and ask for exactly what you want to be on purpose.
Okay.
And not letting it show up in some other way that you think looks like it, but it's not really because it's not aligned deeply. Toastmasters or something else.
Sure.
You just go, bring it. Show me the way.
Okay, yes. And then also the family piece too, like guidance that the universe really helps my sister and I with our mother to get her to a place that we found that's really beautiful, that this will be like an easy sell.
So the path for that, for her
Yeah.
to be in an energy rich space and to be having what she needs.
Yes.
For this age and stage and journey that she's on.
Yes.
Okay. So craft it up, put it up where you can see it, say it, live it. Use October since it's October 1st, use it as your month to really let your purpose easily flow.
Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
And Lisa, I also want to say, from that practical standpoint of some of those things, even like talking about your mom and like being in this space, I've recently had to do something similar with my mom. So if you ever want to just talk about that.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I feel like. There's no coincidence that we're on these calls together, or even talking about retreats and so forth. That's so up our alley.
I would love to do a retreat with you all. Yes.
Those things to come together.
Yes.
I think there's always a reason, and then putting that out there. And I know Lisa Solomon also said, I love what you said about putting that out there and then that what your purpose is and having it somewhere you can see daily, whether it's in your bathroom or I know for me, I have those things hanging because I'm at this little
Oh my God, I have so many things on my
I have
wall.
I do. I have them all over. So it's so important to be able to look at it every day and have
Well,
that.
touchstone, you need the touchstone aspect.
Yeah.
And Lisa, just one of my favorite energy healers that I worked with for a while. And as she grew her practice, I want to have a retreat in Bali and these people come, and damn if she didn't do it. And it was
That's awesome.
wonderful, and just let it flow.
Thank you.
Can I just add really quickly about Lisa
You can.
too, because we've talked to her on her podcast and we've worked with her, that Lisa, from my perspective, you have really found a very special purpose because your ability to energetically give guidance and information to people. I just won't forget when we had our conversation, I just felt infused by you. And I think sometimes we forget the impact that we have on people because it's something that we're doing every day and we don't really realize it. I just wanted to mirror back to you what an incredible impact you're already having with the people that you're working with.
Thank you, Karyn.
Thank you.
Look at that. And again, the power of acknowledgement, witnessing, putting that in, that Karyn, you just put it into her being.
Yeah. We don't always get back as much as we give. So I want you to know that because
Thank you.
a wonderful gift.
Gail, unless you really don't want to share, you're up.
Okay.
What do you have?
I had love of myself. I've always been a person who's I felt like I've had to be productive to achieve, to be successful externally. I grew up in a household where I didn't have that love from my mother. So I was always seeking that type of emotion, connection all my life through relationships, etc. I didn't have a college degree, so I always felt like I had to work twice as hard as everybody else to achieve. Back when I was in the workforce, there were no computers. I grew with technology and taught myself. I just absorbed everything I could to stay a little bit ahead of the curve and to be productive and be successful and to climb the ladder and all those things. And then last year I retired and I thought, this is supposed to be an exciting time. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Because that productivity was gone. Those people that I counted on.
It must have been such a core part of your identity, Gail, your value.
So I learned in the last 8 months, I've been on a journey of a spiritual journey and an intuitive journey. And I found out, oh my gosh, I've ignored myself, my heart, all my life. And now it is my time to stand in my own authority and to literally love myself, figure out what that means. So I've been initiating self-care practices where I've learned to do my own type of meditation. I listen to different kilohertz music tones for healing. I go out and walk in nature. I listen to birds. I do a lot of things that I enjoy that make me feel joy. And so that's what I've been trying to incorporate into my life is spending more time with family, getting to know them more because I'm one of 5 children. I'm the youngest. They're all much older than me. It's just been an incredible ride per se. I always told myself, you better put your seatbelt on because things are going to get real. But yeah, so I'm literally on a journey and I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm doing all these things to help myself discover and
That's what
uncover.
if I can add on, if the purpose is to love yourself, but I'm also really hearing that your purpose right now is to learn about Gail and to love Gail, but this learning, the discovery, the joy of going, what works for me? And then as is appropriate to learn about and love others. But it really feels like you're the core, you're the nucleus, and then it can spread out. But right now, Gail first.
And that's the thing is I haven't put Gail first in a long time. Not my heart, anyway. I'm a
Yeah,
giver.
and again, so I'm
probably
really hearing the heart-centered.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out is how I reconnect. I feel like I'm doing it, but I am
What
getting a little
would
frustrated.
sharpen it or deepen it? I don't know
Yes,
the right word.
yes.
What comes up? How would you learn about what things would sharpen and deepen this discovery?
One of the things I've noticed is I'm energetic. I like to be busy physical, right? I like to do things physically, like work out and do physical tasks and things. And what I've decided that I need to do more of is sitting and listening, feeling. Because when you're busy and you're tasking and you're
Well,
producing
if
and you're
that's old
doing,
pattern, that's too easy for
yes,
you
that's
to,
no,
you're
I
a
got to stop
default.
that. Right. I
Yeah.
need to sit and I need to learn how to truly listen. And
Mm. So I have a yes, no counteroffer request for you
okay.
of sit and listen, be still more often, but start to create, maybe it's in a notebook, maybe it's a document, maybe it's scribbled on a little sheet of post-its, I don't know. But what I know and have learned about Gail so far, and you just keep adding pieces, heart-centered, so that you start to concretize this discovery process. And oh, I found another thing and another thing. So then at whatever point you go, okay, I get it. Thank you, everyone. And then we'll see what unfolds from there. But this is about you discovering heart-centered Gail, and
Thank
to
you.
watch that. And that's often with coaching, is it's just taking what you're all ready up to and making it a little more tangible or a little bit more intentional, so that, because to me coaching, there's a ton of reflection and insight that leads to action, that leads to more learning and reflection, that leads to action. And that's the coaching flywheel, if you will, and why it's always attracted me. It's because it combines, I don't know, a whole cycle. I love that for you, Gail.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what incredible women. And you see just the wonder and the delight. Every one of you is just fascinating and special. And there's commonality, but there's also individuality. What a joy.
I agree. And Gail, can I ask you one more question? Are you doing like any guided meditation on a daily basis, that kind of thing?
I do some. I found some, of course, online and that I use. I've even done breath work. I've through the Seeking Center, you all have provided the opportunity for me to really open up and find all those different modalities and things I'm interested in and tap into each one to see what one might resonate with me more. And it's really been beneficial to have a community where I feel safe
Oh,
because
wow.
Yeah, and I hope you take the,
Thank you.
these are so
Thank,
wonderful.
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. And honestly, reach out. That please continue to. I know we've seen you here, but reach out whenever you need anything. And I just wanted to see because I'm wondering for you too, as you get to know yourself better now, where you're hearing the whispers, and because you're more aware, because you are getting more still. So I'm interested in that too. So please keep
Definitely.
us posted.
And there's a lovely phrase I heard, that it's not retirement, it's rewirement. And I think that really fits for you, Gail, and is an exciting piece. It's not when, oh, we can stop to do what? It's but that chance to find the new, to find the essential.
That's going on my wall. Rewirement.
I'm not
Yes,
retiring, I'm
yes.
rewiring.
I love that.
Yeah.
I've never
I
heard
forget
that
who
one.
told me that one. I just, oh, putting that in my pocket. Robin and Karyn, as we get close to wrapping up, is there anything both of you, any ahas that you had today? You've been so generous in acknowledging and reinforcing everyone in this room, but any little nugget or insight that was meant for you guys today?
I mean, personally, I think we've all brought out a lot of ahas, but what I love, what you just said, Gail, is that this is a safe environment for us all to share. Robin and I will say all the time, we love to dabble in all this stuff, but we don't know the answers all the time. We're always exploring and we're always wanting to learn more. And I think that's why we're all here together, is that we just want to learn. Why am I here?
Taking together.
Percent. There's no coincidence that we all are on this call together. I always set that intention when I wake up, let it flow. I know it's going to work out exactly as it's meant to be. And that sounds completely cheesy, but it really does. And so I know this is the group that was meant to be together to share, feel safe. And there are so many, I know, lessons, even what Amy was talking about with all of you and giving you to-dos. There are certain things that I know I'm going to do myself. And it doesn't matter where you are on this journey. We're always going to be learning. We're always going to be seeking. That's why we do what we do. It's ongoing. And so there may be places where I know I can help you a little more, and there's places where you're going to help me a little more. So that's the give and take. And that came up so much.
Absolutely. And where it just builds on each other beautifully, organically.
Yes.
One podcast back on my podcast, which is called The Growth Moment with Amy Kay, was on this. So we went deep with it, but it's the 9-minute version of that you can get if you want to reinforce or get into that mood. And then the one I just put up this week is Life by Design, Not Default. I think it kind of ties in a little bit with what we talked about today. Again, a shorty, 9 minutes, so super easy to just use as a spark, if you will.
Yeah, and I wanted to share more about your podcast because I think what's so beautiful about your podcast is I feel like they're all mini lessons.
Sometimes I have a coaching guest on and I'll do what we do for real. And then in between coaching them, it'll just be me saying, did you hear that? What did that do for you? Why did you meant to hear this today? So coaching you by coaching someone else. But most of them are solo episodes that are short.
Yeah, they're snackable. Like they're easy. You can listen.
Yeah, they are snackable. And they're timeless because they're tools and things. And almost always, they're just what I felt like doing that month. They're not, oh, what's my plan? I need to do this to get listener. It's just, I'm excited about that idea. I want to play with it.
It's authentic, which is what that's
life is too short to do shit that you don't really want to do.
That is the truth. And how else
Another
can people
quote of the day.
Yes, that is another quote. And how else can people work with you, Amy?
So if you go to thegrowthmoment.com, it has also all the podcasts and the workshops. I do a workshop every month that's low cost so that I can coach as many people as possible. And then, but just email me if you're interested in learning more about one-on-one coaching or just want to say, I want to do this. And sometimes I'll just send people, oh, I know 3 episodes that you should listen to. And then here's this quote I just found that obviously was meant for you. Again, you needn't feel, oh, I need to work with Amy to have access to me. You are so welcome to just come in and share what's going on for you.
Thank you so much, Amy. And we'll obviously have all of that
yeah, you'll give the email.
I'll send all of that later tonight with the replay and your website.
Beautiful.
There's 2 websites and all of that. And so thank you, Amy. And thank you.
Thank you. This is just so fun.
It is.
I would never, there's nothing I'd rather do than what we just did.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody and have a good rest of your Wednesday. Okay. Bye.
Everybody.